Shoulders, knees and toes. Shoulders, knees and toes. Shoulders, knees and toes. Shoulders, knees. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees. Look at how it all shape up. Look at it feel. Look what you love all shape up. You look normal when you look at it. You know what you're doing. And you know what you're doing. You feel the eye contact. But if you send this to me, I just wanna tell you time you try. With that oracular strength, me I do nothing to nothing. Just know what to do. I contact. I go make you feel my contact. I want you to watch your contact. So when you start to feel that, look at how it shake. Look at it feel. Look what you know. And you know how to do it. Put on, Ben. Put on, Ben. Jump on a church, a wife and a friend. Put on. Put on, Ben. Put on, Ben. Jump on a church, a wife and a friend. Put on. Wine and hold it. Twist your waist like wine and hold it. Bubble and roll it. Them girl, them not like you. Wine and hold it. Twist your waist like wine and hold it. Bubble and roll it. My girl, just show off yourself. Put on, Ben. Put on, Ben. Jump on a church, a wife and a friend. Put on. Put on, Ben. Put on, Ben. Jump on a church, a wife and a friend. Put on. So as long as you call me Linden, I will answer. Love is this one song. Oh, and as long as I'm alive, then I will dance up. Don't I need no longer. I will be my hands up. Hey, what they call it? Mr. Happy, Mr. Happy. Yeah, what they call it? Mr. Happy, Mr. Happy. Yeah. Everybody, jump up all over there. This thing I'm gonna be like a mama, look over there, your son. Can't believe it's on the wall. So what's this? What's that? All the answers. Can't stop the bones. Love is big, sweet, and I love it. I could not treat it. I could not treat it.
That's funny. What's up with Megan Thee Stallion?
Hi, I'm Charlie Puth. This is Ed Sheeran.
Live from Atlanta, Georgia, it's the promo show with Cazzy B. Check it out.
Check it out. Well, I want to say a good Friday, very rainy afternoon to you all. Welcome to another episode of the promo show with Cazzy B. It is Friday, of course, Friday, March the 1st. How do we get to March? Oh my gosh, March the 1st, 2024. 2 months of the year have already gone. That's insane. This year is moving pretty fast. So if there's something you want to do, I urge you, get it done, or at least plan to get it done, because this year is going really, really fast. So like I said, check it out. It's the promo show. I just want to say good evening to everyone tuned in on our radio, Caribbean Life Radio, on the Live 365 app. Good evening to everyone on Caribbean Life TV, on Facebook, to everyone tuned in on my YouTube page, Catch the Buzz, and that's an extra Z. Not just one Z, I got to be a little bit extra. So Catch the Buzz with an extra Z in the BUZZZ. Bacchanal TV as well. So I want to say a big welcome to Bacchanal TV. We've been testing it out for a couple of weeks, and it is an amazing platform. You will hear a lot more about Bacchanal TV during the course of the show, and we're going to have the owner and founder of Bacchanal TV joining us as well to tell you all about what's available on that amazing stream. If you've got Apple, Roku, you can all get our shows now on the Bacchanal TV platform. And also to Cazzy B on Facebook. Hi guys, hello. I've got the Instagram going as well. We got quite a few feeds tonight. I am Soto. I have a pseudo DJ. Actually, he's more than pseudo DJ. He is DJing and doing it and enjoying the music. I think I've converted him now. He is an honorary Caribbean for sure. But I want to say get well to the kid from Linden, DJ DX. Get well. We are all rooting for you, and hopefully we'll see you back here next week in the flesh. So I've got, as I said, I've got quite a few lives going. I want to say good evening to everyone in the UK. I know the UK is tuned in. I've got a couple of events to tell you about actually happening in the UK later today. So UK, Germany, everyone across Europe, Africa, Australia, the Caribbean, all around the US. Hey, this is CJ. CJ is on the live. Good evening, CJ. So, just everyone around the world listen to us local right here in Georgia. Good evening. Good evening to you all. First, before I move forward, I always have to thank my sponsors. Without them, I won't be here. So to my sponsors, starting with We're White.
Wear White, for all of those who've been following me for over the last few weeks, I've been talking about Wear White. Wear White is the event happening for Atlanta Carnival weekend. So I always say it's Patrice Roberts, Michael Tija, as well as Nadia Batson. Tickets are now $50. So if you missed out on the $45 tickets, sorry, tickets are now $50. And they are going fast as far as I know. I've seen, I was in communication with them. I am going to be giving away maybe a couple of tickets later on in the year, so make sure you keep watching the show. But so $50 tickets now is on Sunday, May the 26th. So Carnival is on the Saturday and Wear White event is on Sunday evening. So get your whites together. It's going to be outside. It's going to be beautiful. And we're going to have a good time. So also to La Parkin Global Freight and Logistics. Thank you for your sponsorship. And they are available at 770-322-7922, shipping to the Caribbean and beyond. And you have to call them to get the discounts. They do have a lot of discounts. You have to call them to get a discount. If you're looking to ship anything from the States to the Caribbean, beyond, they ship boxes, barrels, just you name it. And they ship every 2 weeks. But if you have a special shipment, they can do a special shipment for you, but you have to call the office for discounts. Telephone number 770-322-7922. Trap water, hydrating the culture. The T2O, if you have not had trap water, where have you been? Trap water is pure. It's very springy-like and does not leave a taste in your mouth. Some of the waters that you drink leave that taste. Trap water doesn't. So get your trap water. They are available on Amazon. A box of 24 available on Amazon. So go and get your trap water. So without further ado, Bacchanal TV, as I mentioned, we will be talking about Bacchanal TV a little later on, but this show is available on Bacchanal TV. If you want to see past shows of the promo show or my other show, the launch date, you can go into Bacchanal. It's bacchanal.tv, and Bacchanal is spelled Bakanal, just as it sounds, Bacchanal. So BAKANAL.tv. Click on watch, and you'll be able to see some of our past shows. Sound International. So my DJ, and Feel Better, DJ DX, he is part of a sound called Sound International. They're the sound for the people, the soca cowboys, as they call themselves. So there's a whole bunch of them. DJ Chung, DJ Star 592, and I think he is in 592 right now, DJ Star, DJ Unruly, the British Invader, DJ Tony B, DJ DX, the kid from Linden. Contact Alicia Solomon if you would like to book Sound International. So thank you guys. Thank you for supporting the promo show as always. And last but not least, Brown Line Consulting. And Brown Line Consulting is my other business. And that is all about resumes. It's all about if you are in the market for a job right now, or if you are, I look see my glasses? My glasses will make, I look like a professor right now. So, talking about the resume is very suitable for this moment. So I kind of label it Open Doors in 2024. Basically, learn how to stand out from the other candidates, even when they are more qualified, actually, and experienced than you are. Empower yourself with certain tools. So what I mean by certain tools, things like LinkedIn. If you are looking for a job right now, you've got to have LinkedIn. LinkedIn it's just a wealth of information. It's not just connecting with people. They have courses on there. You are able to email a certain amount of recruiters. And I used to be a recruiter. I worked for Randstad. I worked for Delta Services. I worked for a couple of recruiting companies, actually 3 in my lifetime. So I know a thing or two about recruiting. And I know the software that they use to be able to, kind of pinpoint who they want to interview. So it's very important that you get your resume enhanced. Make sure you've got the right information on your resume. You might think you have the right information, but someone else can eyeball it and, pick out certain things. So enhanced resumes, LinkedIn optimization, interview tips, cover letters, and weekly training, as well as networking online and more. Proofreading is something that comes to the top of mind. And also with the introduction of AI, you've got to know how to use artificial intelligence, because recruiters will know if you've used a tool like AI. So there's a way in which you can get around that. So give me a call if you are in the market for a job, a new job, a promotion, if you're thinking of getting a second job, whatever the case may be, give me a call and I will be happy to work with you and come up with a schedule that suits both of us. Okay, so that is about my list of promotions. What we're going to do, I do have some other information to tell you about. If anyone from the UK is listening, I know it's what time? 10:18 p.m. right now in the UK. But if you are tuned in from the UK, next Sunday in the UK is Mother's Day. And I know guys here in the US are probably thinking, Mother's Day? That's not until May. But it's not. It's Mother's Day next Sunday, the 10th of March in the UK. And why? I hear you say, did I hear you say why, T? Why is it Mother's Day next? He's not even paying attention to me, so I'll just say that. But yeah, so it's Mother's Day in the UK next Sunday, and I'm going to tell you why. So, as you know, in May, I think it's the second Sunday in May, is Mother's Day here in the States, as well as the Caribbean. The Caribbean just followed the States. There's no kind of reasoning behind that. They just did what the States did. But the reason why the UK has Mother's Day, Mothering Sunday, as it previously was called, has roots in the church. So the fourth Sunday of Lent, and exactly 3 weeks before Easter, is considered Mother's Day. So as the date of Easter changes every year with the lunar calendar, so does Mother's Day. So when Christians visit their mother church, that's what they used to do on the fourth Sunday of Lent. So that's why it's called Mother's Day. Now, I think in the US, the date was not based on religious traditions. It became an official US holiday in 1914 when President Woodrow Wilson declared the second Monday in May as a day of public expression of our love and reverence for mothers of our country. So there you have it. So that's why there's 2 different Mother's Day. So because I'm British, I celebrate both. So I get to have 2 Mother's Days in the year, every year. So now the reason why I'm telling you this is because we have one of my guests from 4 weeks ago in my very, very first show of the lunch date, has an award show that he does every I guess the second Sunday in March. It happens to fall on Mother's Day this year. So his event, which is called, and I'm going to bring it to the stage, is called Power of a Woman Awards. There's a Mother's Day celebration. And if you watched my show, The Lunch Date, it was the very first episode. We talked about this show that is coming up in the UK. It's going to be at the Royal Connaught Rooms. Very posh, very nice venue. So if you can support this, if anyone listening to me from the UK, I know it's late there right now, but if you can support his event, I'm sure he will keep on doing it. It's for a great cause. It's the Power of the Woman Awards. And like he explained on the show, it could be anyone he's awarding. It's not just someone who is someone who's famous. It could be, the janitor at your school. It could be, the lunch lady. Doesn't matter. If it's a powerful woman and, very supportive, I believe, of course, the nominations are probably all closed and the voting's probably closed by now. But the Power of the Woman Awards is going to be around for a while. It's a great, great, great event. So that is what's happening next Sunday in the UK. So before we get back to a little bit of music, I do want to, we just wrapped Black History of Black history that I selected to highlight today. First being Peter Morgan. So R.I.P. Peter Morgan. Peter Morgan passed away on February the 25th, 2024. And the reason why this is historic is because he is part of a group called Morgan Heritage, for those who do not know. And so we want to offer our condolences again for the Morgan family. But they are a Grammy-winning group and band. And, the music, of course, will continue, will live on. So Peter Morgan, the Morgan family, we are passing on our condolences again to you. And also for Black history, let's celebrate Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams Hunter, born July 18, 1964. She is, TV host. I don't know about you guys, but I always loved me some Wendy. I would come home, I would watch Wendy every single day. She was on the weekdays. I used to work from home, so I would always have her on 10 o'clock. I'll never forget. But I watched a documentary about Wendy. It was called "Where is Wendy Williams?" And let me tell you, that was hard to watch. That was really, really hard to watch. But kudos to Wendy. She did it. In some cases, in the first 2 episodes, it wasn't so bad. The last 2 episodes is where you really saw her illness kind of played out. She was diagnosed with alcoholic dementia. So we all wish Wendy well on this next phase of her life. So good luck, Wendy, with everything that you have going on. It's I would say it's sad. I mean, she did a lot during her time, and anyone who's been on radio or in media in talk show world, everyone knows about Wendy. And she is like one of the best. She will always be one of the best. That is her legacy. She will continue to be one of the best. So, Wendy, we wish you all the best. We wish you all the best. So we're going to get back to a little bit of music, and then I'm going to line up the rest of the stories for the next phase of our show. Thank you.
You tonight and let me feel. You see that? Yeah, she ready. Yeah, she ready. Just like that, she ready. She ready. She ready. You got to be this up. You must see what
Or you want to work with that? You watching the beat right now?
I'm running the app video.
I'm running the video.
All right, all right, all right. I think I'm about to hire Tay. Tay's got it going on. He's played all the cool tunes. Hey Tay, you're doing a great job. So let me just tell you about a few events coming up here. Not just in Atlanta, but also over in the UK. Believe it or not. So we have the Caribbean Association of Georgia. They are having their general meeting on March the 2nd at Sparkle D's. So I don't know if you guys have been to Sparkle D's, but I have. I've been to most of the food places. I do love food, actually. But Sparkle D's, that's where the meeting is taking place. That's the Caribbean Association of Georgia. And the flyer is on the screen right now. Let me just make this a little bigger. Why have I even got it so small? So the flyer is on the screen right now. It's an in-person meeting. They also have a Zoom. It starts at 5 o'clock. And as I said, it's over at Sparkle D's restaurant at 3370 Sugarloaf Parkway, Suite D6 in Lawrenceville. So if you want to make your way over there on March the 2nd, join them. I believe they're going to have karaoke. They're going to have, well, this is after the meeting, of course. So the meeting first and then the fun afterwards. So join the Caribbean Association of Georgia at their meeting on March the 2nd. Also, so over in the UK, Atlanta Caribbean Community Awards is happening. And that is, that's not in the UK, that's here. The UK do have an award show. I'm going to come to that next. So the Atlanta Caribbean Community Awards is happening on March the 9th, right here in Atlanta. So let me just pause it. The flyer is on the screen right now. They have awards in the category of things like humanitarian, media, radio personality, entertainment, sports, a number of awards for the Atlanta Caribbean community. That is on Saturday, March the 9th, 6 p.m. to 12 p.m. And there's an after party as well at the same event center. It's at Front Page Event Center, which is at 8010 Rock Bridge Road. And that's over in Lithonia. So I know there's an after party. The after party is at the same location. So Front Page Event Center, that's where it's at, March the 9th, the Atlanta Caribbean Community Awards. So the after party, like I said, is at the same location. So music by Flawless Movements, DJ Belly Bud. What a name, Belly Bud. Can't wait to meet who DJ Belly Bud is. So food and refreshments will be available. And that's the official after party for the Atlanta Caribbean Community Awards, which is on Saturday, March the 9th. Okay. Not sure if you guys know, you may or may not know, but on Tuesdays I have a show that I do called Lunch Date with Cazzy. The next show is on Tuesday, March the 5th at 11 a.m. EST or 4 p.m. GMT. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because the Caribbean Global Awards, the board members and founder will be on my show on Tuesday, the Caribbean Global Awards. So the flyer is on the screen right now. The Caribbean Global Awards, Unity is Strength. It's very glamorous. It's a gala. Celebrations. Early bird tickets actually start this month. So 1st of March, you can go and get your early bird tickets. The event is on the 28th of September, 2024 in London. So if you happen to be in London during that time, make sure you, or if you're listening to me from London, which I know some of you are, get your tickets for the Caribbean Global Awards, which is happening on the 28th of September. So I am going to have 3 of the board members, the founder and 2 of the board members on my show, on the Lunch Date show, the Lunch Date with Cazzy, and that's coming up on Tuesday, March the 5th at 11 a.m. So don't miss that event. And then, got so many things happening. The Global Sisters Speak inaugural conference, and that's with Sabrina Summer Kelly. That event is actually coming up as well on March the 9th, and I believe it's completely sold out. So this is just an FYI. So if you missed out, you got to get in there early next year. But so that also is coming up, and Sabrina will be here next Friday to tell you a little bit more about it and what to expect. But so that is coming up next Friday. But like I said, it is sold out. But it's the inaugural conference. So very exciting about that. And last but not least, Mr. Lawrence Prescott, who is CEO here at Caribbean Life TV. Don't forget photo and video production right here in the studio. So if you're looking for, podcasts, photo shoots, events, products, photography, videography, printing, anything along that line, please give us a call. The number is 678-661-1819, or you can email CaribbeanLifeTV@gmail.com or CLTV Studios with an S and services with an S @gmail.com. So that's CLTV Studios services @gmail.com, or call 678-661-1819. Okay, so I am going to take a little breath before my guest comes up really coming up via call. We have a call in coming up. So that is coming up shortly. We're going to get back to a little bit of music before we circle back for our sponsors again. Thanks. We got it all going on. Got it going on. I'm
What happened? Phone.
So long, everyone to be there, singing lyrics of the soul.
Download the link from that's all like you gotta get to wow. Even though they're not here,
No apology, 'cause I've been drinking all night, winding under the moonlight. Just find it feels so right, I so light. I've been waiting all day. Time come now, baby. Time come now, baby.
Want to live one much nothing, who not to get none, nothing, everybody could turn in, just with the biggest speed.
All right, guys, so we are back. I wanted to thank our sponsors. Again, we'll always thank our sponsors. So to Leparkin Global Freight and Logistics Solutions, thank you for your sponsorship. They ship to the Caribbean and beyond. They're based in Decatur. You can reach them at 770-322-7922 or 770-322-7923. So that is Leparkin Global Freight and Logistics Solutions. And they do have discounts available right now. If you mention the promo show, you'll get further discounts. So if you're ready to ship anything to the Caribbean and beyond, contact Leparkin. Boxes, barrels, anything that you want to ship. 770-322-7922. Also, to Wear White. The 24th annual Wear White is Sunday, May the 26th, Atlanta Carnival weekend with Patrice Roberts, Michael Taja, and Nadia Baston. The whole Lincoln Market is going to be there. Tickets are $50 from VIPsocio.com, or you can scan the QR code on the screen right now. It is a ladies edition 2024. And, get your whites together. It's going to be outside. It's going to be beautiful. And it's always the kind of wind down for the Atlanta Carnival weekend. Usually after Carnival, I don't know about you guys, but going to the village that Saturday night is tough. But hey, it's Carnival. You're supposed to have 2 hours sleep. If you get 2 hours, you're lucky. It's a hashtag team no sleep. But one of the events to definitely make sure you're at is Wear White. So, get your whites together and meet me there. Meet me there. I will definitely be there. But wear white. Coming to the stage next is the Open Doors in 2024. Again, your work and life balance. If you want to get it balanced and get the balance right, give me a call. I can help you in navigating the job market. I would even help you fill out the application. How about that? I'm going to add that in for free. So if you are having, any kind of issues or problems, difficulties filling out an application, I will help you do that. One thing I would say, having come from that world, because I have been a recruiter, I've interviewed thousands of candidates. Coming from that world, you've got to give it some time. If you are looking for a job, it's actually a full-time job to look for a job. You got to give yourself sufficient time to fill that form out correctly. I give you a little bit of insider tip. We do use, I don't work in recruitment anymore, but when I did, we use software. Most of you probably know this software there's certain keywords that, the software will scan. If those keywords are not on your resume will never, ever be seen. And that's real talk. So you have to have certain keywords. And also, if you don't complete the application in full, a lot of people leave certain things out and think they can, bypass it. We have something called, it just shows you the percentage of which you've completed it. So sometimes it will show 98%. And guess who whose resume is going to be at the top? It will be the ones who have completed it at 100%. So it's very important to make sure all the I's are dotted, all the T's are crossed before you say you're completed with the application. That's why when you're looking for a job, something as important as that, you don't just rush it. You've got to give it some time, dedicate a day, dedicate an hour or two to focus just on that. And having someone help you, like me, makes it even better. Tay is tired of hearing this. It's almost like a lecture, but trust me, I know. I went through it myself. I've been on both sides, so I have gone through it myself. It's painful, but trust me, when the results come out and it pays off, you can sit down and relax. You get the job of your dreams. I actually got my dream job by doing what I've put together to now teach you how to do. So I consider it being the blueprint because I know it worked. It worked on me, and I can do it for you guys as well. So that's that. I'm also going to bring next to the stage the realtor in me. So, they just said that interest rates are actually steady. They haven't gone up. They're just at the same as they were earlier on. But the house prices are going up. They're kind of creeping up. They do this from time to time. The market is up and down. Trust me, I know. I'm in it. So the market is up and down. But if you are a homeowner and would like to sell your property, you are actually at an advantage. It is a seller's market. So if you want to sell, you're going to get top dollar for your sale of your home. But obviously, you're probably saying, well, where am I going to live if I sold my house? Trust me, I get the same thing because people call me asking to buy my house and I tell them the same thing. Where am I going to live if I sell it to you? But that's because you're getting top dollar. If you are in the market of downsizing, if you're ready to downsize because, perhaps your kids have left home and you don't need, 5 rooms or 6 rooms or how many other rooms you have, why don't you downsize? Now will be a great time because you can sell your home, you can buy another one that's a little smaller, and you end up, winning because you get to keep some of the money in your pocket. So, how about that? How about that? So if you are in the market of ready to sell, or if you're a buyer, or if you're an investor, please give me a call. I do have the capacity to take on. I pledged to help 5 families. 5 families get into a home by Christmas. So give me a call. I'm happy to work with you. Yes, I will sit down and have a consultation with you. But contact me at 202-550-2923. That's 202-550-2923. I will happily work with you. Coming to the stage, look at that. Another one of my businesses. Well, actually, this is my lunch day show. So this is a fun show happening next week. And as I've mentioned, I have guests from the UK who are going to be on my show, the Caribbean Global Awards. The team will be on the show. So please, please, please make sure you tune in to hear everything that they have to say about these amazing awards. If you want more information, you can reach them at info@caribbeanglobalawards.com. But I'm going to have 2 of the directors as well as the founder of the awards. They will be on the show next week, Tuesday, March the 5th at 11 a.m. EST, 4 p.m. GMT. So if you know someone who you think I should interview, or who's a mover or shaker, someone who's an influencer, whether it's a politician, a civil servant, a teacher, a businessman, a woman, anyone who you think I should interview, have them reach out to me, or put them in contact, give them my number. Or if you'd like to sponsor any of our shows, if you'd like to sponsor the station, if you'd like to sponsor my show, if you'd like to sponsor any of the shows, give me a call and we'll work with you as well. My number again is 202-550-2923. Yes, I know it's a DC number, but I'm here in Atlanta, so call me. It is a number right here in Atlanta. We will take care of you. So I am coming to you live from the CLTV studios, studios at 6254 Memorial Drive, Suite C, and this is in downtown Stone Mountain. I am going to I got a question for you. Did you know, or for anybody, any of you can chime in, did you know that today was National Unplug Day? Did you hear that?
No. I'm always on the internet. Great.
That's what, yes. Today apparently is National Unplug Day, trying to get people to unplug. And look at us. I don't even know how many cameras are up in here right now.
Too many.
9, 10? 9 or 10 cameras, and this is supposedly National Unplug Day. Isn't that something? So, but no, it's just, we live in a world where, we can't unplug. It's just one of those things where it's just constant. I do everything on my phone. I do banking on my phone. I don't do shop. Well, I shop, not groceries, but I do other shopping. I haven't done the grocery shopping yet. I haven't, taken that leap this yet, because I like to go to the store and touch and feel and, all that kind of stuff. So I haven't done that yet, but everything else you pretty much do in your phone. So I don't know how we can unplug it all. That's insane. So coming up very shortly, we will be speaking to someone who I know is definitely not an unplugged person, because he is definitely plugged in and tuned in to Bacchanal TV. There's no way he can unplug. So we'll talk to him and see what his views are on the National Unplug Day. But right about now, I usually have, either with my guests or with the DJ, but Tay's here, so he doesn't know, but he's going to chime in a little bit on some of these stories. He may not have heard of them, but that's okay. But right about now, I usually talk about some stories that are trending, and we kind of have a conversation. So the first one I'm going to pick is Cam Newton. You know Cam.
Yeah, I know Cam.
Cam Newton. So did you see when he got attacked the other day?
I did, and I didn't understand, but I did know he.
Yeah. But the thing is, he's 6'5".
Yeah.
These little, he has someone by their locks. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did see a guy getting dragged.
What is wrong with us? I mean, he's going to a game to enjoy the game, and why
was he posting something up there for the community? Or was
I think he was. And the reason why I kind of zone in on it is because my son currently goes to his old school, Cam Newton, right? And there's a whole dedication to him, the street, I believe part of the street, or this Cam Newton way, or whatever it is. So I know eventually he might be coming to our school, to my son's school, and we might be seeing him at some of the games. I hope this doesn't deter him from going to these games.
Yeah, I hope that was just a separate pocket of people just acting bad.
Oh my gosh, what is wrong with some people? I saw that and I was like, what is this scuffle? What's going on here? What's going on here? But yeah, he had one over here and another one over here.
Oh, they were losing bad. Like that dude's like a football player. Like he's used to going against other, people that are equally challenged. Someone that's under 6 foot and not even crossing 200 pounds, he's gonna walk over you.
That was, it was comical. Actually, it started being, it started off as a brawl, and then, they kind of went for him, and then he got up and they went after him. I'm like, are you guys crazy?
I'll pick y'all one by one.
One by one, he picked them apart, just like he was picking up, I don't know, little toothpicks. He got them all right. He certainly got them. Okay, so I don't know, you on TikTok?
Not really, but I follow some headlines here and there.
Oh, the fuck? I mean, I told people don't swear on my show, and here I am swearing. But I was going to say TF. So who TF did I marry? Did you see that?
Oh, I've been hearing about that series.
50 lives she did. 50. Like one after the other. Like almost, I think it almost spanned a weekend. And she did go, I'm telling you, some people have time more than anything. She had a lot of time. But I guess we all had time because I saw maybe out of 50, maybe about 10 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Because you start watching, I started watching from the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I started watching. We're talking about who TF did I marry. It's a 50-part series. So if anyone's seen it on the live, please join in and tell me what you thought about it. But I started in probably around 15 or 16 and it got kind of juicy. It's almost like you're like, oh my God, what happened? What happened? So you would watch the next one and then watch the next one. And then after it got kind of repetitive. It was like, oh, more or less the same thing. After the third line, it was like, really?
But these
were like really big lies that you could easily have just, found out the truth and picked
Some
apart.
people are that blind. Like you've heard of the show Catfish.
Yeah.
That should have just kind of told you. Some people are really in the dark about a lot of
stuff. Some people are very corrupted. But I tell you something, the lies that she was dealing with were, things related to paperwork, things related to his name, things related to people in his family, like your siblings. And, he'll be talking on the phone to his brother. It wasn't his brother. He was just talking on the phone. One big lie that resonated with me, and I thought that after this one, it would have been a wrap for me. When she was at the nail salon or some salon, hair salon or nail salon, and he said, "There's somebody at the door for you." And she said, "For me? Who's at the door for me? I'm not there. No one knows where I live, really. Who would be, just randomly pulling up?" And he said, "Oh, it's I think it was your ex-husband or ex-boyfriend or something." She said, "Why would he do that?" And of course, by the time she came home, the person was totally gone. And she started asking questions, and he was going along with this lie. He said, "Yeah, he pulled up in a such and such car, and he came to the door, and he knocked on the door." And she was like, "Really? He did that?" It was all made up. It was all made up. I think she finally found out by going to her neighbor's Ring camera and saw that there was nobody that came at all during that time. He was just trying to make
that. Like, why was?
Because he's sick. Usually compulsive liars are sick. I know a thing or two about compulsive liars. One lie after the next is like,
Where does it stop?
It stops when you put a stop to it. So that's when it stops. So yes, we got to put a stop to it because, but yeah, so I ended up watching, some of it. After that, I was like, okay, that's enough. And there's allegedly, and I haven't circled back to it at all, but allegedly there's a reply from him out there as well. So he didn't have, I think he only did one. You can't, there's nothing you can do, especially if he's got the paperwork to prove. So yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot.
Crazy.
It was a lot, but hey, some people got time for it, so they entertain it. And I guess she really, really, really wanted to be married. It lasted 7 months, I think. 7 months or 8 months, and then she was done. But yeah, so that went on. We touched on Wendy Williams. That was another one of my trending topics. Like I said, if anyone has seen the Wendy Williams documentary, there are 4, and I watched all 4, and I was totally tuned. I literally could not stop watching it. I watched the first one, and as soon as it finished, I went to the second one. Really couldn't stop watching it. It's just fascinating to see this woman who I admired for so many years, show after show, just, the way she is. It's kind of sad too. She's only 59 years old. 59, that's nothing. At one stage, she was sitting down at a dinner table in a restaurant with her dad and her brother. Her brother came and sat next to her, and she called her brother by her son's name. She was like, "Hey, Kevin." And he just looked and said, "Hi." He just went along with it. You know what I mean? Because, why wouldn't you? She's having the time of her life. She was hoping to make a comeback into TV. She was going to be doing a podcast. And she said the first thing she's going to do on her podcast is take her wig off and go sell it and have everybody take their wigs off and just have like this open, open transparency on her podcast, because she wasn't allowed to do that on the show on ABC. So she had all these plans, but now, she's been diagnosed with alcoholic dementia, alcoholic dementia is what she said. The same disease that Bruce Willis has. That's what she has. So Wendy Williams, we wish you all the best. Sincerely wish you all the best. That is not nice to go through. Okay, so we're gonna play a little bit of music. I am gonna come back to tell you about Outback Steakhouse. You like Outback? No?
Yeah, Outback's pretty good.
Outback Steakhouse, but I'll tell you what's happening with them. And we'll talk about Mea Culpa. Have you seen that movie?
I've heard of it floating around. It don't seem that interesting.
Yeah, we'll talk about some Mea. You'll hear my view. I watched it. I had plenty of time at home to watch these things. So a little bit of music, guys. We're going to play some music, and then we are going to circle back. We're going to circle back.
again. Party in the street again. Even though I left you on the table, that's all. That's all. I wanna come home. The future, when we bring it on up to the future, jump in the relationship, really.
All right. So we are back. We are back. And as I promised you, I do have a special guest on the call in, all the way from Maryland, all the way from the DMV. DMV, we should have Craig Samuel on the line. Craig, are you there? Hi. We can hardly hear you. Speak up. Okay, there you go. Yes, we can hear you now. So, hey, thank you for joining me, Craig. I know you're a busy man. First of all, though, before we introduce you and talk about who you are and the greatness, I did mention about Bacchanal TV earlier on, and that my show is on Bacchanal TV right now, streaming live. So, tell us, Craig, tell us who you are and the connection to the promo show.
All right, so I'm Craig Samuel. I like to tell people I'm just a little snotty little kid from the islands, but
what island would that be? What island?
Should I? I don't want people to be biased.
True.
Born and raised in the beautiful island of Antigua and Barbuda.
Antigua, guys, did you hear that? Yes, Antigua. Okay, so Mr. Craig from Antigua. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, and what you have going on right now with this amazing platform.
Beautiful. In short, I'm an IT geek. I've been in IT 30 years. And most recently, I've been working with a very large streaming company, one of the first. I can't say the name because I'm not allowed to profit on their likeness. But I've been doing content delivery and streaming for the better part of 10 years. Mm-hmm. And as I looked around on the platform, I did not see, a lot of stuff that looked like me. Let me just say it nicely. Meanwhile, we have all these great events and festivals and carnivals and talents in the Caribbean that, we are sort of relegated to margins of media. We're on YouTube, we're all over Instagram trying to, make a buck from advertising and from monetization and so on and so forth. So, you know what? How about we stop waiting for, the big studios to call us? Why don't we just build our own studio, our own network, and just put our own stuff on there? And that morphed into Bacchanal TV, which is a streaming network that is completely dedicated to Caribbean content only.
Yes. I love it. And, I touched on it a little earlier on, but I wanted to wait for all the juicy bits for when you came on the live. So not just Caribbean content, but tell us a little bit about the platform itself and how it is organized so that we can find exactly what we're looking for.
Beautiful. Good question, Cazzy. So my marketing people keep telling me not to stop giving free advertising, but the best way I can explain it, we are the Netflix of the Caribbean, right?
Oh, you said that.
They will show you, movies and great TV shows that you can binge watch for a whole weekend. And they will show you comedy with, Dave and Kevin and Chris Rock, and all. That's for them. You know, that's for the U.S. folks, right? They have their own. But where is Media Hype? Where is Trick? Where's White Yardie? Where's all of our people? Why can't we get on those platforms, right?
Yeah.
So Bacchanal TV is aiming to be that platform that gives people the Netflix style navigation, up, down, left, right, for our movies and our TV shows and our comedians who, in my opinion, are just as talented, if not more.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I know you were trying to stay away from the N word, but you said it twice. But we won't say anything about that. But going back to Bacchanal TV, guys, and Bacchanal is spelled Bakanal. Bacchanal, just the way it sounds. Bacchanal.tv. So going back to Bacchanal TV, when I first, came upon Bacchanal TV, I was totally captivated, not only because, it's a cute logo. I love your logo. Your logo is actually on the screen right now, so we're going to keep it up there for a moment. But apart from that, once you click on Bacchanal TV, first of all, you'll see, you can connect, through Apple and Roku and all these other ways to stream it. You click on watch, and when you click there, it just opens up like a whole world. Things that, you recently just had the comedy. Tell us a little bit about the comedy that you streamed that was on Bacchanal TV.
Beautiful. So for the first time ever, right, we put on a pay-per-view comedy special featuring 100% Caribbean artists. These people are talented and funny. People were literally rolling on the floor. Like I said, just based on where we are and opportunity, we just don't get those opportunities. So we just like, what? We can sit and wait, for HBO to call, or we can do it ourselves. And so we did it ourselves. So we had Tricks. We had Eva Evans out of Brooklyn. She's Jamaican. We had Nigel C. Watson out of Trinidad. He calls himself MTW, the Entertainer. And we had Fancy Cat, who people would know, out of Jamaica from his skits with IT, the IT and Fancy Cat show. So
Right.
It turned out amazing. Great show.
Yeah, and the thing is, you want to get that on Netflix. You know what I mean? So this is why it's important to connect with people like yourselves. People should know about Bacchanal TV, where they can go and get that content. The carnivals, I know that you were recently on, when I saw Bacchanal TV at Uber Soca Cruise. So being able to capture all of that footage as well. So we're living in a world where, in fact, let me circle back a little bit. Today is actually National Unplugged Day. Have you heard of such a thing? Right, exactly. How do you even unplug? I mean, that's unheard of. But it is National Unplugged Day. No one's unplugging. We are definitely tuned in. So we live in a streaming world. So you've got Hulu, you've got Roku, you've got so many streaming channels, and they pay to stream these channels. So with your channel, with Bacchanal TV, I know you have a subscription as well. Tell us how much that subscription is.
Right. So for $3.99 a month, you can subscribe to Bacchanal TV and all of our premium content. Like, for example, we just did the comedy show. In a few weeks, that will be moved into the subscription tier. So you have to subscribe and watch it.
Right.
But all of the premium events that we're going to do this year, we have a whole lineup of stuff. Some stuff are free, obviously, but some stuff will eventually move into the subscription tier. As we bring on more creatives like yourself and podcasters and they're trying their own little thing on YouTube and stuff, but eventually you have a massive following. At some point it's going to dawn on you, I need to monetize this because I'm putting all this work in, I'm doing all this editing, and coming up with material, but I'm not seeing any returns. And so we're trying to be that marketplace where creators can come, bring their content, bring their followers, and try to make a living out of it.
God, I love it. I love it. I mean, you said $3.99. That's $3.99, people. I mean, that's not even, that's less than a bottle of water at the airport. You go to the airport, you're paying I paid $5, $5.25 actually for a bottle of water at the airport. So for less than a bottle of water at the airport, and we all travel. We're traveling to those carnivals. So if you don't want to travel to the carnival for less than a bottle of water, you can subscribe to Bacchanal TV. You get not only the content from the carnivals, like you said, premium content, Caribbean entertainment, arts and culture. And I think, if I'm mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong, it worked out at $44.99 for the year. That's like $45 for the year.
Yeah, you get $3 discounts if you subscribe for the entire year, $45 basically.
That's less than a tank of gas. I filled up today, it cost me $55. So, and you save on driving to a carnival. How about that? I mean, guys, this is definitely the way to go. And again, Bacchanal TV is available online. It's a streaming service. You can take it wherever you are. Take it on the road. Don't miss out on, all of the services that you have to offer. So again, they click on bacchanal.tv and then go straight to watch. Is that the best way to see all the content?
Yes. So we have our own mobile apps, but if you're like me, there's so many apps on my phone at this point. I'm like hard pressed to install another one. So if someone out there listening, they want to just kind of see what it's all about, they can go to the online portal, the same way you would do with Netflix.
Yeah.
To watch that Bacchanal TV, and it's the same exact interface. You see all the live channels, all the sub channels. We kind of split the platform up by country so that every island, every city has their own little section of the platform. So there's a section for the USVI folks. It's called the brass section. They're big on brass. There's the Chutney Bacchanal. There's Bacchanal TNT for Trinidad. There's BIM for Barbados. There's Bacchanal GT for Guyana. So we're one people. They always refer to us as the Caribbean, but as much as we are the same, we're similar. We're not all the same. So every island, every country has their own little flavor, and Bacchanal TV is also aiming to be that showcase for different islands, so they can sort of like market their wares and the activities and places to stay and the things to do and the excursions. That is where we're going to put all of our tourism content, so we can find us all in one place.
Yes, no, I love it. I'm glad you said that, because I was about to touch on that too. It's separated by countries or islands. So if you wanted to, zone in on certain countries and islands and so forth, you can do that on Bacchanal TV, or you can just go and just watch the channels as they are. And then you have signature collection, and then you have podcast central, and it's really nicely kind of laid out. So just saying hi to a few people that we have on the live. So London, England on the live. You too can see everything that you want to see on Bacchanal TV. It's for everybody right around the world. So worldwide. I love it. I love it. So so apart from Bacchanal TV, do you have any social media? Where else can they find more information about Bacchanal TV?
Yeah. We're on all social platforms except Twitter, or whatever they call themselves. I'm going to leave that right there. BACHANAL TV, Bacchanal TV. And you can also find us in the app stores. If you have an Apple TV unit, go into the app store, install the Bacchanal TV app, same exact interface. If you have Fire Stick, go into the Fire Stick store, install the Bacchanal TV app, same exact interface. Roku, same thing, right? Install the app, same interface. So, failing that, we have mobile apps for iOS and Android. And like I said, if you're into like putting all these apps in your phone, just do it in the web browser. Watch that Bacchanal TV.
Yes, because everything is available right there. So why not? I love it. I love it. Everything is there. Okay, well, it all sounds great. I can't wait. And of course, the promo show is streaming live right now on Bacchanal TV. as well as my show on Tuesdays, The Lunch Date with Cazzy, which is also on Bacchanal TV, as well as some other channels as well. So, so thank you for joining us. Thank you for your time. And you are all the way in the DMV area. What's the weather like up there right now?
In the DMV, what's up now?
What is the weather? It's raining here. It's been raining all day. What's the weather like down there right now, or up there, I should say?
Not raining, but it's pretty chilly. So yeah, we're just counting the days down until we can fire up the grill. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Is that an invitation? Are we all coming to enjoy this grill master? You sound like you're a grill master, no?
I can do a little thing. I want to overpromise and underdeliver, but winter breaks in the spring is here. Well, yeah, I don't have to go for a little something on the deck.
You should go live on Bacchanal TV so we can see what you're doing.
No, don't get what you're sure. I have a pretty sizable backyard, and I've been thinking we're doing the Bacchanal TV backyard concert series. So.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! You see all these great ideas. No, that sounds great. That sounds great. Well, thank you for joining us. Like I said, we will continue to talk about Bacchanal TV and all of the other sponsors of the show. So thank you, Craig. Thank you, Craig.
My pleasure. Bacchanal TV.
Yep. Big up. Bacchanal TV to the world. Thank you so much. All right, so we are going to get back to some music. We get back to a little bit of music, and then we're going to come back and tell you a little bit more about what we have going on in and around the ATL.
Everybody and everywhere. Everybody just everywhere. Everybody jumping wet. Don't stop, pause. Don't move. Show the spirit discipline. Don't shake. Show the spirit discipline. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Fuck. Everybody and everywhere. Everybody got them wet. Everybody got them wet. Everybody jumping wet. melody. Feel the rhythm like it's one happy. Everybody follow me to beat it.
I'm not going no small friend. Extend my apology. When it big fat with big flat going overhead like canopy. Rocking me back pocket with lipsticks and tight pants. I never really read none of these. I come from Boston, full from customs and from governments. What's a fed and license infected them had a power pill. Everybody got nice and goofy, but you're pushing power still. If it's me, I don't leave me with power on a pill. I come here for no stand up. I come to party with a so all super people with a poor you. I never come here for stand up. I come to party with a all super people with a poor all such a never stories. Show me your heart. 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 All I know is bass. Feathers rough like sea. Going out all night. You're going to be for a tree. When the one very done, we start to smoke and pray. So we go which way. You know, that's why we don't question my we keep where we don't touch things. Get with more different attendance of the day. She thinks she like a triangle when the board's made of subsidies. Any other thing different when that is done. So we are from your fellow stand up. You come to party with us. So all super people, we're too one in the year. You're too one in the year. You're too one in the year. All the such a never stories. Show me your heart. 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 Show me your heart.
She's up now.
Camera. Oh, there it is. Here I am. I almost lost you guys. Let me just switch it to the next camera. Okay, so, hey, Outback. We were talking about Outback, right? You like Outback, right? Outback Steakhouse. Well, see, this is why I was talking about resumes and all these things, because Outback Steakhouse, parent company, they're closing dozens of restaurants nationwide, and that includes Carrabba's, because they're part of Carrabba's. Yeah,
What?
I
Why
know.
would you do that?
Bonefish.
I've never had
Bonefish is nice. There's not a lot of them around. I think there's one in Sandy Springs, if I remember correctly. But yeah, Bonefish and Fleming, and I've never heard of Fleming, but Fleming, Bonefish, Carrabba's, Outback Steakhouse, lots of closures. So this means a lot of people are going to be out of work. And in my day of working in recruitment for Randstad and some other companies, we would have a lot of people who would come in with waiters or waitresses, and they would just say customer service and then leave it like that. Just, yes, I've done customer service. You can't just leave it like that. What exactly have you done in customer service? You really need to expand. So like I'm saying, give me a call. There's going to be lots of people out. It's sad when they close a lot of these restaurants, because it's a huge amount of people who were directly affected. So so that is out back. That happened just late last week. So it is definitely a real thing. And also, so this movie, Mea Culpa. Let's talk about Mea Culpa. Okay, it's a movie with Kelly Rowland. I don't know if you've seen it. Kelly Rowland and Trevante Rhodes are in this movie. They're the lead in the movie. Now, I work from home in my regular job, my regular 9 to 5. And so I have the TV on in the background all the time. They're on the Kelly Clarkson show. They're on Good Morning America. They were everywhere promoting this movie. And by the sounds of it, you were going to be on the edge of your seats and just captivated by this movie. That's what you were expecting. And I must say, I watched the movie, and I like watching movies. There was probably one scene in the movie, and I know why you're smiling. And I know if I asked people on the live to tell me what scene they thought I'm referring to, there was one scene on the movie that involved paint. That was the best part of the movie, hands down. That was the only part that actually got me captivated, put it that way. Everything else was like just blah, just blah.
That's pretty much what I seen.
Yeah, it was.
That's why I never watched. Like my girl watched it when I left, and she was just like, "Okay, it's a good movie." I was like, I couldn't see myself watching this with you. Not in a bad way,
you would never get that. You would never get the 2 hours back again in your life.
And then Tyler Perry produces good video. I mean,
he
good
wrote
movies.
it, but everything.
But some of the things he's getting to is starting to get kind of cliche. It's like he needs to. This was worse than his bad movie from way back in the day. That's how bad it was. What was his bad movie?
Just bad movies. Like when he first started making movie, people were like, "Oh,
the Medea series."
Yeah, stuff like that. This one is in that category, and because he's come so far, I was really hoping and expecting. I kept watching it, saying, "Okay, when is the big part going to happen? When is the big part going to happen?"
He needs to change, or is he still using the old kind of formula that worked before? But now
I don't know. It was predictable. That was the biggest part. Like we knew. So what if you wrote it and it was such a secret? You might as well have just publicized the script because it was so predictable.
You could, the viewer could.
You knew exactly what was going to happen. It was really predictable. It was, Kelly really tried. I mean, you kind of saw her in a whole different light. You almost could not know that she was a singer. She did act her ass off. She did the best she could. Trevante was just such a natural.
So would you say the actors did, despite the work not being good, they did good in their role?
Yeah, they did. Well. Yes, they did good in their role. What they did and what they had to deliver was somewhat believable. The paint scene, as I said, the paint scene was pretty hot.
I'll probably ask my girl.
Just tell her paint.
We were talking about on the air.
Yeah, just tell her paint. The paint scene was pretty decent. It could have been a little bit more of that, like more kind of juicy, more things to keep you engaged. But like after that finished, and then they were riding a bike. It was just so dry. I mean, you could tell it was in a studio with just some wind, some freaking fans or some crap. Oh my God.
Okay.
It was, that
so
was disappointing.
Would you say it was like a AAA production or more of like a B-list type of production?
More like F-list. Apart from the paint scene, that was A+.
But check it out and just see if it's worth my time. I mean, I give it a shot. It didn't seem interesting on the first premise, but I like action movies and different stuff like those types. It really wasn't. But hear this though. I must say this. So in Tyler's defense, it doesn't matter what he does. Everything touches the goal because they got negative press, but the movie still was #1 because, like I said, they did some really good marketing. It's Tyler 1, and 2, they did really good marketing, and that's what you're supposed to do. So if you market, you will get people captivated. They will want to see what it's all about. So he had people going to see what it's all about. They stay because of certain scenes. But I read a lot of Facebook reviews where people saying I left after that scene, or I left halfway through, or I didn't get to the end, or the end kind of just kept you hanging like there was going to be a part 2 or a
a 2.0 or something. But you know, he won in the end because it was top. You know, for a week, it's been out February 19th to 26th, and he did get 32 million hours of views. So it kind of went to the number one and up there at number one or two in Netflix.
He probably had no competition, I guess.
Yeah.
Else was
There was nothing else to watch at the time. So Tyler, you got lucky on this one. Tyler Perry, you got lucky on this one. So because of the timing, he did get, you know, the views that he wanted, but the reviews were
retention might not be pretty good.
Yeah, I don't think I would ever watch it again. I won't watch it again. I won't recommend it. I don't have time to waste another 2 hours of my life. No, that's not happening. But hey, kudos to Tyler. You know, I mean, you could have put anybody in the movie. You didn't have to be Kelly Rowland. It could have been any one of us. I'm sure you didn't have to pay us all that money either. We would have done it. I would have done it. Maybe not the paint scene, but I would have done it. But anyway, Tyler, so yeah, so that was my take on Mea Culpa. I like when he does he should do true stories. I love true stories. But anyway, so let me go back to marketing. So we mentioned about marketing for this movie. It did get people out there. Same with if you're marketing for anything. So I'm going to do a little bit of a sales pitch here for a second. If you guys would like to sponsor a show, sponsor the station, just sponsor anything that we have going on here, please reach out to us. Marketing definitely sells, and the price point is actually pretty reasonable. In particular, the promo show was designed to help small businesses get the word out, promote what you have going on, whether it's an event, a gig, an online store. You know, we are worldwide, so you know, anything along those lines, please give me a call. I will happily work with you. All I need is an email address so I can email you some information. My number is 202-550-2923. So as always, we will get back to some music. The DJ is, I'm telling you, you are killing it right now. The DJ is playing his thing. We're going to get back to a little bit of music. If you are just joining us, you are tuned into the promo show with Cazzy B. And I am streaming live on YouTube, on Catch the Buzz with an extra Z, on Bacchanal TV, on my Facebook page, on Caribbean Live TV on Facebook, and of course on Instagram. So go ahead and join us at any one of those feeds, and we're going to get back to some music. Come on, somebody now. Keep our company. Come on, somebody now. We're gonna race about the mouth. Get down.
You eating? You're not allowed to eat everything. Okay, all right. All right, we are back. We are back. There's another event that I'm going to tell you about, and she's going to be my guest on the promo show next week. And that is Yellow Diamonds and Black Pearl. It's a gala, and that is the lovely Cleopatra. Cleopatra sword. If you haven't been to the black and yellow or yellow and black, whichever way you want to say, black and yellow, black, black and yellow. I'm trying. But anyway, it's the theme is black and yellow. So it's yellow diamonds and black pearls. Black pearls are like the absolute best of the best. So music by Bugsy Bam Bam, DJ Rick Genius, Navis Bomb, DJ Pampy, and DJ Genius. That's Genius. Yeah, Genius. So Cleopatra, this is her annual birthday party on March the 16th. Like I said, she will be here next week. So if you guys are, you want to pull up in the studio, you can pull up, but make sure you're wearing yellow or black. So that's the theme for next week. Got that, Tay? Yellow and black. Next week. So so that's what's happening next week. I'm also going to have Sabrina Sumrall Kelly, who will be talking about her inaugural conference. It is sold out, but she will tell us all about the conference so that come next year, if you would like to join, you will be able to join. So she will tell you all about that, and may have some one or two of the panelists as well who will be joining us. So and also next week, let me just bring to the stage the Caribbean Global Awards. The nominations actually open today. So this is over in the UK. The website is www.caribbeanglobalAwards.com. Nominations open today. The actual awards ceremony is in September. So go online and vote. So you will see the nominees and you'll be able to vote. You can nominate anybody. Nominate yourself if you want to, but get those nominations in so that they can, get the voting going and have an amazing show come 28th of September. So that is what's coming up. If you want more information, like I said, they are available at CaribbeanGlobalAwards.com, and they will also be my guests on Tuesday. So join me on Tuesday on the Lunch Date Show on Tuesday at 11 a.m. That's 11 sharp EST, 4 p.m. GMT. So that's over in Europe. Atlanta Caribbean Community Awards, another award show. We are in award season for real. So the Atlanta Caribbean Community Awards, that is coming up on the 9th of March. So they have an award show as well as an after party, and everything is at the same location. So, get your tickets for that awards. It's a dinner, there's entertainment. Let me see what else there. The dinner, entertainment, you've got the awards that they're giving out. Tickets are $40. So support the Atlanta Caribbean Community Awards, as well as the after party, which is also coming up. The after party is at the same location, and that is happening at Front Page Event Center, which is at 8010 Rockbridge Road in Southwest Lithonia. Tickets are $40. Music by DJ Leo Force, special DJ Flawless Movement, live entertainment, dinner and dance, and awards show. So don't miss out on that. Okay, so we are going to get back to a little bit of music, and then I am going to come back and close out the show and let you know again what's happening next week on the promo show. So over to you, music please. What's your social media, Trey? What's your social media?
Oh, my name? At
Oh.
2 underscore. EOT. Like that.
That's you? Can't tag you. Can't tag you. I can't tag you.
Should be able to check on this page.
About to put Taylor Swift.
The white woman. I have to say.
I like this. I like this. I like this playlist. Whose playlist is it? I like it. Listen, I might get it. I'm gonna download it to my. We play the two ads. The two ads. We'll do it. We'll play two ads just before I come off. So when I say the end, then we can play that and then you can log off after that. Yeah, yeah. That's 8 minutes. We did well. You did great, DJ. What's this for? What's this? Oh, to access the comments. Oh. Oh, okay, cool. Huh? Oh, okay. He must be dead. Is it on? Oh, okay. It's on the bar. Oh, you take a picture before I get off of here. Oh my God. So because there's no guests, we don't take pictures? No headphones. It's down here. I would say, number talk is still guest y'all. Don't take no picture. Uh-oh. I'm telling you. A spade, I'm calling a spade. Take my picture. Damn shit. Shit. All right, we are back. We are back. If you have just tuned in to the promo show, you're late because you have now missed the show because we are at the end of the show. But we will be back here next week, and we wish DJ DX Kid from Linden, wish him well. Get well soon, so you can come back and do that. You know, I like when he does that dip. You know, when he's kind of giving it all. That's a lot of fun. So he'll be back next week, guys, and then So you have been watching the promo show with Cazzy B. One thing I do want to mention is Marvin's Home Repair. With Marvin's Home Repair, I do have it up on the screen right now. Services, he offers a lot of services. So plumbing, electrical, appliance installation, etc., etc. So hit up Marvin's Home Repair, and we will see you, both of us. We will see you next week. So next week, Friday, 5 p.m., 7 to 7 p.m. We are live at 5 to 7 p.m., guys. We will see you next week for the promo show. This is season 3, episode 17. Next week, we have the lovely Cleopatra, who will be here next Friday, as well as Sabrina Summer Kelly. And we will see you then. It's a ladies' show. Bye, over and out.
Everybody stop what you're doing. Stop what you're doing. You're doing it wrong. I gotta tell you something, man. I gotta tell you about Aggie Tree Services of Stonecrest, Georgia. They are willing to travel to local and metro Atlanta. That's right, Aggie Tree Services of Stonecrest, Georgia. Our services are extensive. We have equipment for almost any job, including demolition, skid steer, forestry mulcher, bucket truck, excavators. We have it all. We can clear up to 3 acres per day, residential and commercial. The telephone number for Aggie, 770-990.